Alright, today we are going to talk about cross-listing your courses. But before we talk about how to actually do it, let's talk about some of the distinct advantages it gives and some of the distinct disadvantages it has. The first advantage it has is that once you cross-list your courses, meaning let's say you're teaching 3 periods of world history or 2 periods of U.S. history using my own course load. I can push those 2 periods into one overall course, and then all I have to do is update the content and the material for that one course in order for all of my students at once to enjoy that material. Some of the disadvantages now is that once you cross-list your courses, some of the functions that allow class individuality, i.e. the discussion function, the announcement function, is no longer class specific. You could not only assign a discussion for one class, your entire class would participate in it. Now, as it goes for assignments and quizzes, that could still be done and assigned based on each class itself. So it would, be okay with the rotation days. Now, if you are using your Canvas page in a similar fashion of how you used your school wires, you are just in the substitution phase of the SAMR method, then I would recommend that you cross-list those courses. However, if you intend to, as the year goes on, begin exploring some of the different features, cross-listing might not be for you, especially if Genesis and Canvas does eventually become wed. Because once you cross-list your courses and Genesis eventually tries to sync, it will read that one Canvas course as one class, not as the 3 or 2 separate entities it might be. So now that you've heard some of the advantages, some of the disadvantages, let me go ahead and show you how to do it. Now, if you want to cross-list your course, you want to remember that you want to push the course that you want or the period that you want into the overall umbrella course. So you can see I've renamed all my periods. Underneath some of them, you can still see the Genesis coding that came when they automatically sunk. But let's say I want to take this U.S. History 1 Period 8 class and push it into my overall umbrella course. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that U.S. History 1 Period 8. I'm going to go down to Settings. I'm going to go up and press Sections if it doesn't already pop up. And then I'll see the courses. Now, if you haven't already cross-list a course, you'll only see one number pop up. Now, I've already cross-list this section because just similar to how it appears on Genesis when you have collaborative classes, it will appear on Canvas, i.e. it will appear as 2 separate classes. But if I wanted to cross-list this course with that U.S. History 1 umbrella class, I would click it. I would come to the right, and where your course will appear cross-list this course, mine says re-cross-list this course because it's already been cross-list once. I would then click it. I would come to the search for course button. I would come down and click it. Once I do that and I accept, it will prompt me to cross-list that course. Now, before you do this, I do want to caution you that once you cross-list the course, the only people that can uncross-list your course is the tech staff. You do have to have administrative rights, and let's say you began grading on Canvas. If you decross-listed your class, your grades could become erased. So now that you've heard some of the advantages, disadvantages, you can make that decision.